Hey everyone. So to get straight to the point, I had just posted a video, not even a full day ago, about, which by the way, I've been awake since then. Very unusual sleep schedule at the moment. Anyway, so I had posted a video not too long ago. One of the things I was talking about was the upcoming schedule for the anime. So, I actually came across this on Twitter. Then I went on to the Selby message board. Then I went on Bulbapedia um, to have the titles to talk about right in front of me. And then I saw there are two other episodes that have been revealed that aren't even on the Selby forums. These leaks on the forums are less than an hour old while I'm recording this. And let's just jump right into it. This is, very interesting, exciting news, particularly coming after the disappointment of the Chloe episode. So, this part's kind of old, but um, August 26th, we'll have the semifinals one, Overwhelming Victory. Now, the title is definitely suggesting that Leon trounces Diantha. I'll say this, though. The original Japanese titles, just look at the episode where Ash lost to Elan, have been very clickbaity, because you want the ratings, you want the viewers. They've been deceitful in the past. Doesn't mean that that's the case this time, but here's what I'll say. It's very possible Leon versus Diantha might be a two-parter, because the next episode, Semifinals 2, Dazzle, I'm thinking of Diantha here as opposed to Cynthia. Diantha is the movie star champion, but it could be uh, one episode where Leon trounces Diantha, and then semifinals 2, Dazzle, is the beginning of a three-parter of Ash versus Cynthia. I don't think that's going to be the case. I could be wrong. With that said, whether it's a three or two-parter, um, this is good. You can do a 6v6 battle very well in two episodes. There's not too many interruptions. I've said this many times in past videos. Past League episodes have had a lot of cutaways to Ash's buddies talking in the stands or Team Rocket, interrupting things. That is not something that's been going on with this championship. So, whether it's two semifinals that are two parts that we have coming up, or, a very big semifinal where we see how ferocious Leon is, followed by a three-parter of Ash versus Cynthia, this is stuff to look forward to. So, semifinals 3. Uh, Valar. Valor. Obviously, Sinnoh reference right there to Lake Valar. Could be talking about characteristic of Cynthia or Pokemon, whatever. And semifinals 4, Battle. So that's on September 16th. I'm telling you guys, starting in late August, the show is actually going to get, interesting again, which is very good. So, Battle is very straightforward. If you want to read too much into it, it's going to be an interesting final part of this. Regardless of how the next four episodes play out, though, um, what is noteworthy is, like I predicted, if they're going to do Project Mew and wrap it up, it's, or at least get close to it, it's going to be before the Ash versus Leon match, because it wouldn't be the most compelling storytelling to have this thing that is not as impressive as Ash becoming the strongest trainer in the world happening after that factor. Plus, you kind of have it on a timetable. So, sure enough, September 23rd is Go's Challenge, The Road to Mew Part 1. Then September 30th is Part 2. We don't know how many parts that'll be. Remember, they were talking about that Go was going to have to take down, or at least battle or capture, or something involving a Regigigas. That could easily take up 2 episodes. It might not. So Go might actually right here um, encounter Mew by part 2, maybe in the end of part 1. I don't believe that's the case though. We don't know how quickly the story will be wrapped up, but I will tell you this: that will leave us with just about 6 episodes left in the show, and it's enough to have Ash defeat Leon if he does. May not happen, but not for much else. Which is also again having me leaning towards there might be a Gen 9 with Ash as the main character. Not a fan of the idea, as I've talked about before. Um, yeah, so the initial release for the new games will be November 18th. So if we're looking at September 30th for Ghost Challenge The Road to Mew Part 2, we are then looking at a situation where, yeah, we have 6 episodes to wrap this up. They're not going to be showing stuff from an old show when there are new games to come out. So even if this is as long as Ash versus Kukui, the longest battle Ash ever had, that's 2 episodes to wrap up his story, which would be very rushed and very sloppy storytelling. And above all of his friends are there to root him on, it could happen. I'd be disappointed because we wouldn't see the growth of his buddies or even a quick flash by flash montage of what they've achieved. And like I've said 100 times, I'm probably the only people talking about this. If Ash is retired, it would be stupid to have the Rocket Trio harassing a poor new trainer. Therefore, they need to wrap up the Rocket Trio. But you've had the menacing organization of Team Rocket behind them that has existed with fluctuating relevancy throughout all 8 series. They will have to wrap that up. The only way I could see it is with Project Mew. Probably not going to happen. There's nothing to suggest they're going to be involved in it. So all I'm going to say is, again, I've been so pessimistic about things, but even if Ash is victorious and they wrap up his story here, which I'm not thinking is possible at this point, it'd be very rushed and sloppy storytelling. We'll see if the writers have something else in store after that, though, if they do that. As far as this Project Mew stuff goes, it's like I said with the Eevee situation last episode. If this was the original Kanto, even Johto series, actually not quite Johto, that's when we started getting too used to legendaries. So the original Kanto series, where legendary Pokemon were very mythical, you didn't come across them all the time, let alone defeat them in battle or have them as your own Pokemon. This would be more exciting. I like Mew and Mewtwo. I like Go. Um, I'm not going to be a complete, wet towel over all this. But as cool as it will be to see Go defeat Regigigas and or capture it, then go on to maybe capture Mew, that will be interesting. But not as interesting as I feel it would have been before they had legendary Pokemon become, in some cases, recurring Pokemon with more than one in their species. But either way, I have to say, I think we're through the rough patch. So whether or not this franchise, with Ash as the main character, continues into Gen 9, what I will say is I think everything from here on out is going to be pretty interesting. One can only hope. Anyway, that's it, guys. Take care.